All right, today my voice is changed a little bit and we are going to have a bit of fun. I'm going to discuss quotes from Donald Trump. And yes, I'm not from the United States, but what happens in the US affects the world, so I have the right to know who is affecting the world. I've never read his quotes. I have my own judgments and I want to, give it like a fair chance to see what the man is about and what's better place to start than reading his quotes. And some of them are going to make some comments on it, others I'm going to just move on graciously. Let's begin. First, and you are going to see I'm also going to select them for you if I don't forget. Do you mind if I sit back a little because your breath is very Oh my god, we started. Oh god. Oh where wow, that's good, man. Wow, wow, wow. That's like I don't know exactly the situation, maybe you guys know, but President of United States. Do you mind if I sit back a little bit because your breath is very I cannot. It's just too much fun. Second one. Oh wow. It's like we started good. No dream is too big. No challenge is too great. Nothing we want for our future is beyond our reach. I like this one because we have the impression, especially with scary goals or dreams, we feel like they are too big for us. But him, as you know, he is very successful financially and in also other areas, but not all areas. But nonetheless, by all standards, he is a very successful man. And for him to say no dream is too big, I think you should take it from him. It's true. No dream is too big. They are just looking big, and that's because you feel small, or you're not there yet, or you know that there is a very big gap between where you are and where that would be. But once you cover that space and you achieve that, you're going to look back just like him and say like, well, no dream is too big. And then you try to go higher and higher and further. I agree. No challenge is too great. Same idea. Nothing we want for our future is beyond our reach. Oh, this one, nothing we want for our future is beyond our reach. Well, there are a few things that are beyond our reach. I think this is where he went a little bit too far with it. Next. And I love how first one was like so funny and second one is actually sound and serious, and it gives me like a almost like a roller coaster ride, but I love it. Third, I actually don't have a bad hairline. Yeah, well, Donald Trump. That's I'm not, graciously I'm going to move from this on. Anyone anyone who thinks my story is anywhere near over is sadly mistaken. Yeah, well, we should believe the man because he ran for president twice and he became president of the United States twice. So then, yeah, he knows he is going for the he plays like a long-term game, and it's hard to remove him in any kind of way. So then yeah, he knows like he has a lot of staying power. I have a great relationship with the Mexican people. All right, moving graciously. When somebody challenges you, fight back, be brutal, be tough. Not really good advice, because if someone challenges you, you have the you can and you can and you should afford yourself the ability to respond, to evaluate, to think like, do I want to be challenged by this person? Like, why would I even bother? Like, just because someone else decided to challenge you, does that mean that you have to give them the control? So now you go like, oh, you know what, I'm going to fight back. I'm like, you're just playing their game. So yeah, again, coming from Donald Trump, it makes sense. Coming from the second time president of the United States, That's scary, but okay. And by the way, as I'm continuing, keep in mind, I've never read this. Like, I'm doing this because I believe it's fun, it's interesting. I want to give the man a fair chance, and I also think it's fun. It's all you can see is just my pure, honest, genuine reaction. I've never read them, so then you get the full version of me. As your president, I should do an impersonation, but I don't know how to do that. As your president, I will do everything in my power to protect our LGBTQ citizen from the violence and oppression of a hateful foreign ideology. Moving on graciously. Next one. People love me. And you know what? I have been very successful. Everybody loves me. Everybody loves me. Maybe I'm going to try to do an impersonation. It's going to be terrible, but I will go with it. So everybody loves me. I don't think that's true. Like Mr. Trump, with all due respect, sir. I don't know exactly how things look from the United States if everyone loves you in the United States. I don't think so. It doesn't look that way, but I'm just saying, I don't know. Out from outside the world, that statement would be hard to be true, because if one person does not love you like you say, then the statement becomes false. So everyone loves me, no, sorry, everybody loves me, everybody, every single person. I don't know, just hard, but I love the confidence. We will make America strong again. We will make America I don't know why I sound Russian, sorry. Okay, no more impersonations. We will make America strong again. We will make America proud again. We will make America safe again. We will make America great again. We are yet to get there, I believe. Many people are saying that, well, America, I'm not judging, I don't know. But many people definitely are not satisfied with where America is going. And those would be, I guess, American citizens. So it's a lot of promises here. I don't know when this was said, but it's a lot of we will, but that still is yet to happen. Next. And by the way, I'm enjoying this. I'm getting new information. I'm enjoying it. It's fun. I'm teaching myself I become like a Trump connoisseur. Next. I wouldn't mind a little bow. In Japan, they bow. I love it. Only thing I love about Japan. Only thing I love about Japan, just like one thing for about an entire country. Well, so much for diplomacy. Okay, next. Sometimes, by losing a battle, you find a new way to win the war. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. It feels like he read it somewhere. It feels like this is Donald Trump saying something that someone else said with different words. That's how it feels to me. I might be wrong. What do I know? I told you, I'm here to have fun. I'm not going to mind too much. I'm not going to be in my coaching kind of me, the life coach. No, I'm just having fun. And if there is something more serious, I will definitely address it. But I'm here to have fun, and I am having fun. Next. I'll drink water. Sometimes tomato juice, which I like. Sometimes orange juice, which I like. I'll drink different things, but the Coke or Pepsi boosts you up a little. This one doesn't feel like it's said by the President of the United States. It feels like it's said by Johnny, your friend at the corner of the street where you guys have like a little bit of like 1 or 2 beers and you're just casually discussing. But okay, I don't know why this quote had to be there, like had to be cited, like, oh, this is what Donald Trump said. I will drink water, sometimes tomato juice, which I like, sometimes orange juice, which I like. I'll drink different things, but the Coke and Pepsi boost you up a little. It's like deep. It's have you learned this? Like if you want me to read it again, in case you missed the value, is that the Coke and Pepsi boost you up a little. You have to think anyway, so why not think big? This one is said by 1 million people before Mr. Trump, but because he said it, now it becomes something that he said. But all right, think big. Everyone says this, like whatever that means. Next, my whole life is about winning. I don't lose often. I almost never lose. Yes, we also know that everybody loves you. Yes, well, it makes sense. It makes sense since you almost never lose. Of course, everybody loves you. So it's about winning. The point is that you can't be too greedy. Oh, should I say it or should I not? The point is that you can't be too greedy. Okay, let's just believe the man at the at his word. I have embraced crying mothers who have lost their children because our politicians put their personal agendas before the national good. I have no patience for injustice, no tolerance for government incompetence, no sympathy for leaders who fail their citizens. Oh, the reason why I'm not saying anything is because I'm not American. So I feel like this should be read by American citizens, and they should be read twice or 3 times or 10 times until it lands. But I have no patience for injustice, no tolerance for government incompetence, no sympathy for leaders who fail their citizens. Okay. Moving on graciously. And this is where I realized that it stopped being fun. If you see me that I'm not having fun, it's true. I need to recalculate myself, recalculate it en route. I like thinking big. Yeah, we know. If you are going to be thinking anything, you might as well think big. Man, like you already said it like twice. Come on, man. Like it doesn't have to be twice in the books. Next, I've always won. Remember when he said that it's all about winning? Now he's talking at the past. I always won, and I'm going to continue to win. We know, and that's the way it is. You understand? It's like, hey, I'm going to win, and that's how it is. So that's the quote that you get from me. I know why I stopped having fun. First of all, I didn't know what the man says. Like I wanted to give him like a fair chance to see like, okay, let me see your intellect. Let me see the mind that you are from your words, like quotes, like basically quoted like word by word. I don't know. For now, it doesn't sound very good. It was fun at the beginning, but now it kind of like it starts to go like, oh, like this. Nonetheless, I'm committed. I own buildings. I'm a builder. I know how to build. Nobody can build like I can build. Nobody. And the builders in the New York will tell you that. I build the best product and my name helps a lot. I will have to make this comment as a non-American, but as a citizen of the world and as a person, a human being, and then also as a life coach. I will tell you this, the way he talks makes my head goes like, huh, like, I own buildings. We know. I'm a builder. All right. I know how to build. We believe you. Nobody can build like me. Or nobody can build like I build. Nobody. the did anyone consider these quotes from the man before people voted? Like nobody. Like first of all, like he is like so full of himself, which at some point you have to be confident. Even if you're wrong as a president, you have to be confident. But there is a problem with that. There is a big problem with that. The way he talks, for me, it's like, oh, I don't know. I would be careful. I would be careful. I would be very careful. Because the words talk about the personality. And the personality comes with a certain type of decision making. And then that decision making is what will and is affecting everyone. So yeah, that's why it's like a little bit, if I read this from anyone else, not the president, the 2 times president of the United States, I would be like, okay, the guy is full of himself. Okay, the guy has like a big ego. Okay, the guy is oftentimes wrong, but he thinks he's always right and winning. I'm like, okay. But coming from the president of the United States, I'm like, ooh, this is not funny. It's like, it kind of like it's funny, but not when it comes from the man himself. I will continue because again, I'm committed. I don't know what follows. I'm committed, have like a genuine reaction and also having some fun. One of the key problems today is that politics is such a disgrace. Let me just breathe a little bit because I have like a stomach problem. But I will just read this again. One of the key problems today is that politics is such a disgrace. Good people don't go into government. He's actually right about that, especially the last part. Why am I not having fun, Mr. Trump? Mr. Trump, I know you're a good man. And I want to give you a fair chance, as from my perspective, to see how am I going to, what do I think? I have my own right to make my own judgment, and I don't like to let other people to tell me what to think. So, yeah, let me just continue. I mean, you know what's funny? I think until the end of this, maybe I will cry or something like that, because like my energy went like, oh, this is so funny, blah, blah, blah. And there's like, oh shit, this is the president of the United States, and he has like a huge ego, which this will have like tremendous and very dangerous consequences. And I'm like, okay, the goal now has shifted from having fun to, I hope I'm not going to cry until the end of this video. Nonetheless, let me recommit, okay? I know how to deal with myself. I'm a believer in the polls, by the way. Rarely do you see a poll that's very far off. Okay, yeah, okay. Graciously moving. I don't like losers. That's because he likes winning. And he already won multiple times. And he can build like nobody can build, and nobody can build like the way he builds, because he always wins and he never loses, and everybody loves him. Makes sense? Oh, this one is a long one. Thanks to Hillary Clinton, Iran is now the dominant Islamic power in the Middle East and on the road to nuclear weapons. Hillary Clinton's support for violent regime change in Syria has thrown the country into one of the bloodiest civil wars anyone has ever seen, while giving ISIS a launch pad for terrorism against the West. Only one thing I want to say about this: that's a lot of words and pointing fingers and accusations about someone else. Now, I'm not saying it's not true. I don't know. I'm just saying, pointing fingers at someone else, it looks like he has like a lot of verbiage, like a lot of words coming out. That's it. Like, that's just the only thing that I observe. I don't know if that's true. Maybe it is. I don't know. You guys know better. Money was never a big motivation for me, except as a way to keep score. The real excitement is playing the game. Yeah, this one is more fair. I want to give him credit for this because I really don't think that money is about really the motivation. For some people it is, but that's because they don't understand what money is. A way to keep score, it's a nice way to put it. I really like this. The real excitement is playing the game. To be honest, like Trump for me seems like a person that also likes to play. And to give him credit for this, even if sometimes he says things that are, over the top. Like if you really evaluate or analyze his quotes word by word and the strict meaning, you would be like, oh God, like how is this possible? How is this guy like the president of the United States, right? But to his credit, he also plays. He also likes to play the game, and someone who plays the game also plays with their words. So in that sense, maybe his quotes have to be taken a little bit with a grain of salt, like not so strict as maybe I would. So I think like this one is actually good. I like it. Without passion, you don't have energy. Without energy, you have nothing. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, sure. Because if you don't have passion, um, you're not going to have the energy to go through anything. I think I just repeated his quote. But I agree. This one also good. And he looks like a man of passion, to be honest. I really like that about him. Yeah, I would just wish that he would take his passion and his energy and he would be a little bit more careful what does with it. But otherwise, I like that. There is nothing worse than just a man with no passion. And a man with no energy cannot really bring his competence out. He cannot be really useful. He cannot really build something if he doesn't have energy. So I agree. And Trump is definitely a man of passion. He is a man of energy. So yeah, well, like in every other case for men with passion and energy, the goal is develop direction, self-control, self-mastery. That's where the danger is. But again, I can give definitely that to him. What separates the winners, again, he doesn't like losers, okay, in case you don't remember, and he always wins. I'm not going to get into that. What separates the winners from losers and how a person reacts to each new twist of fate. This sentence, it feels like it's part of something else, but okay. Again, he likes to be a winner. And yeah, I like the idea of amending the 1964 Civil Rights Act to include a ban of discrimination based on sexual orientation. It would be simple. It would be straightforward. All right. Moving on. I have nothing to say about that. If you're interested in balancing work and pleasure, stop trying to balance them. Instead, make your work more pleasurable. Yeah. This one is, it's a variance of the well-known, if you love your work, you won't work a day in your life, something like this, right? Which is actually something very true. Just make sure that you enjoy what you're doing, and then it's not work. Part of being a winner, oh God, again, really? Part of being a winner is knowing when enough is enough, because he doesn't like greediness or remember? Sometimes you have to give up the fight and walk away, and move on something that's more productive. Mr. Trump, where is that quote? He said that if someone challenges you, you should fight back, you should be brutal and tough. Remember? Well, this is Trump on a different day. Part of being a winner is knowing when enough is enough. This doesn't look like Trump, to be honest. Sometimes you have to give up the fight and walk away. No, cannot be. You just got challenged, man. Like how are you walking away from a fight when you just got challenged? And you said that when someone challenges you, you should fight back. Well, how are you going to fight back and then walk away? Mr. Trump, me as a life coach here, I've noticed there is a bit gap, like a little bit of gap into how you think about life in general. Sometimes you say like you have to fight back if you are challenged. Other times like, it's okay to walk away. I'm like, it depends on, you see, it depends on which Trump you get in what day. This is the proof. I just pointed that the man thinks in two different ways on different times. Hopefully he didn't say the same things in the same day. That would be scary. I'm starting to have fun again. Okay, I love it. And by the way, all of this is, I want to say this, is actually in good faith. Like, I have nothing against the man. Like, first of all, I'm not American citizen. I'm not in politics. I don't do that. I'm just here to give the man a fair chance, have a little bit of fun, and yeah, that's it. Like, really, I don't come with like a bad intention. Like, oh, I'm on this side. I'm on this side. I'm against Trump. I pro this. None of that. I'm just a man who wants to have fun, and like I'm alive on this planet, so then we share the same planet, so then I want to know who is running the show. Next, I could have never imagined that firing 67 people on national television would actually make me more popular, especially with the younger generation. Yeah, you knew. It was intentional. That's not true. Sorry. Like, this quote, sorry, but I don't believe it. This is my genuine reaction. But this quote, I do not believe this statement coming from him. Especially a man at his level, he would know very well. He knows very well. He plays the game. Remember, remember. He said, like, I love, it's not about money. I love playing the game. Playing the game means he knows what he's doing. He knows that, for example, I don't know when this happened, but firing 67 people on national television would make him more popular. That was the point. That was the game. But now he's saying, like, I could never imagine. Like, it sounds like so naive. It sounds like, oh, I could never imagine that just like firing like 67 people on national television would make me more popular. Well, I don't believe you this time. Sorry. Nope. I'm not going to buy that. No, I don't swallow it. Nah. Next. Again, I'm having fun. I love it. We need a president with tremendous intelligence, smarts, cunning, strength, and stamina. I think he is talking about himself. Guys, in case you did not realize, he's talking about himself. I will say it again. Listen. We need a president with tremendous intelligence, smarts, tremendous intelligence, and smarts. Separate. Okay, fine. Cunning, I guess someone who likes to play the game. Strength and stamina, someone who has passion and energy. Get it? Okay, if you didn't get it, okay, I'm just having fun. Next. Man, I cannot believe that this was such a good idea. At times I was like, I got like my energy was like this because, again, genuine reaction. I didn't fake anything. But now reading this, I'm like, oh, I'm having fun, Mr. Trump. I love doing this. Owning a great golf course gives you great power. Guys, did you ever consider that you should buy like a golf course? How many of you have considered like, hey, to have great power, you should buy a golf course? Like, just buy a golf course and this will give you great power. Like, how, like the man said it, like, how complicated is that? Buy a golf course, maybe a few buildings because he's a builder. It's simple. Like, what you don't understand, like, I've never considered, to be honest, this is new information to me. I should buy a golf course. Yeah. Great advice. If you're a billionaire, absolutely. I will fight for you with every breath in my body, and I will never, ever, I cannot say it, let you down. This one is not fun because it ends with, I will never, ever let you down. Man, like, let me just say something. He makes like such strong statements that can easily be proven wrong. For example, everybody loves me. Wow, that's just like, it's so easy to not be true. I will never, ever, ever let you down. Ever. Okay? Man, like, right now, I want to travel to the United States. I want to pick up a microphone, go on the streets, and ask, like, hey, hi, are you Romanian? I'm a Romanian citizen. Are you an American citizen? Yes? Okay. Did Trump let you down? Like, once? No? Okay, next person. And I wonder how many people do I have to ask the same question until someone goes like, yeah, multiple times. Who is he talking to? I will never ever let you down. Like, who is this person? Does he point like at a nation, like 300 million people? I guess like this was not direct to a person. I'm going to let you down, Johnny or Mary. No, I think this is led to like the American citizen, like 300 million people. I will never, ever, ever let you down. Never. Never, ever. That was my impersonation. It's bad, I know. But that is like, whoa. Nobody revisits this. Or if I would be, I swear, if I would be like a reporter, like not a reporter, like a journalist, and I would have the opportunity to interview Trump, I would be like, sir, with all due respect, do you think you ever have let down even like a single person in United States, an American citizen? I would really love to know the answer to that. If the answer is like, no, of course not, everybody loves me, I'm like, huh, well, that's expected. I'm like, I'll be like, okay, the interview is over. Like, I'm like blown away, like, next. And boy, I'm having fun. I was a great student. I was good at everything. Because, in case you don't know, he loves winning and everybody loves him. And he's a great builder and nobody can build like him. And he hates losers. And he will keep winning because that's how it is. Again, I'm not having fun. The Iranians and the Persians are excellent at the art of negotiation. Okay, next. I apologize when I'm wrong. Yes, but you also have to realize that you are. And when you are. I'm not saying you are always wrong. It's hard to be always wrong. Unless you're Trump, which means that you're always right. But you cannot really apologize unless you realize, oh, I'm wrong. So I'm genuine question. Did Trump ever apologize about anything? Because he said, I apologize when I'm wrong. Meaning, okay, if he never apologized for anything, it means he believes that he was never wrong. But the question is, if that's the case, I don't know. Is there such a person? Does this person exist? A person that is never wrong, ever. They never apologize. They never have done anything wrong because, well, if I do something wrong, I apologize. So if I haven't apologized, it means I was never wrong. Does a person like this exist? I don't know. But if Donald Trump never apologized, it does exist. What guys are what are you talking about? It does exist. His name is Donald Trump. He is never wrong. But that's only if he never apologized. I want to be fair here. If he did apologize, respect for him. I'm the Ernest Hemingway of 140 characters. I think he's referring to Twitter, X, maybe. But again, the fact that he's referring to himself as like Ernest Hemingway, it makes a lot of sense. If I were a liberal Democrat, people would say I'm the super genius of all time. I didn't know that really, like it goes that deep. If I were a liberal Democrat, people would say I'm the super genius of all time. Let me repeat this part again in case you missed it. The three keywords here. Super genius all time. Wow. Wait, it gets better. The super genius of all time, period. In case you missed the super genius of all time, now he said it again. If you're a conservative Republican, you've got to fight for your life. It's really an amazing thing. Sorry, I'm stuck at the super genius of all time. I'm stuck there. Like my mind cannot really pass to the next sentence because I'm stuck there. Wow, that's a journey right there. Experience taught me a few things. I'm afraid to ask. One is to listen to your gut. No matter how good something sounds on paper. Fair enough. The second is that you're generally better off sticking with what you know. Yep. And the third is that sometimes your best investment are the ones you don't make. Meaning you filter out. You don't invest. You stay away. I agree. This is actually sound advice. I took it a bit like fun, but it's pretty sound advice. A little bit more, what is the bit, man? A little more moderation would be good. Yeah, especially with your statements. Of course, my life hasn't exactly been one of moderation. I love this song. Hey, a little bit of moderation, guys, for you, for everyone else, a little bit of moderation would be good. But my life is not really a life of moderation, so I don't apply that advice to myself. I'm saying it so you guys apply moderation in your life. You have to be more decent, okay? But I don't live that kind of life, so it doesn't apply to me. Donald Trump. Love it. When you open your heart to patriotism, there is no room for prejudice. The Bible tells us, how good and pleasant is it when God's people live together in unity. Let me try one more time because it feels like there is something in there. I want to be fair. When you open your heart to patriotism, there is no room for prejudice. Open your heart to patriotism. Well, patriotism, I do have a problem with this word. And yeah, now I'm going to sound a little bit like too serious, but patriotism, it's almost like it's how feminism sounds these days. Like these days, the way it's felt by most men out there is that feminism is it's almost like a movement against men. Now, I'm not claiming that is entirely, not everyone is part of the same thing. It's just like one umbrella term that is applied differently in many different ways in different situations. But patriotism, it's almost like you are against anyone else who is not from your country. I don't know. I cannot really have much respect for that because then what's the point that we all live on the same planet? If I'm against the people who are not from my country and people who are from my country are always the best, no matter how dumb, stupid, bad they could be, some of them, no, they're the best and those guys are the worst because they're not mine. It's a us versus them mentality, this tribalism. I don't have much respect for it. But again, maybe I'm wrong. I love to know when I'm wrong. If I do, I will definitely apologize. If I'm wrong, I will apologize. Not like Donald Trump, but I will. I think Ronald Reagan was one of the greatest presidents, period. Not just recently. I thought he had the demeanor. I thought he had the bearing. I thought that he had the thought process. Okay. Moving on. I actually think that the Republicans are the party of jobs and the Democrats are the party of mobs. Nothing to say about that. You're going to be thinking you may as well think big. Oh my God, this is the third time I cannot. This is the third time. Sometimes you need conflict in order to come up with a solution. True. Through weakness, often you can't make the right sort of settlement, so I'm aggressive. But I also get things done. In the end, everyone likes me. Have you noticed? Everyone likes me in the end. Like, doesn't matter anything. It's like nothing really matters. Everybody likes me. First of all, everybody loves me. Everybody likes me. I get it. Wow. But here there was like a little bit of a downgrade between before it was like everybody loves me and now everybody likes me. I wonder, is there another level, like everybody hates me? Like, is that no? Okay, I'm just having fun. Sometimes your best investment are the ones you don't make. Yeah, okay, it's repetitive. I have an attention span that as long as it has to be. I have an attention span that's as long as it has to be. This one is pretty good. Basically, it's a short signal to whoever is talking to him, like, hey, be interesting or be gone. My interest, my attention span, it's very like it depends. It varies. If you're not interesting, I'm not interested. Pretty good. Oh, I read this one already. Okay, we are going to go a little bit faster. Let me see how much time it is. Yes, good, good, good. Just a little bit more. You know what? I want to find one good, like one that brings that, spark. I don't want to end with like low energy. Hey, 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 go back, go back, go back, go back. I will try. I will try to learn from the past, but I plan for the future by focusing exclusively on the present. That's where the fun is. I try to learn from the past, okay, but I plan for the future by focusing exclusively on the present. Well, yeah, but to really plan for the future, you also need to consider the lessons that you got from the past. So it's not really, you can really focus on just the present to plan for the future. You also need some lessons. But again, I guess this just sounds good. So yeah, it's always good to be underestimated. Nobody underestimates you, Mr. Trump. Nobody. Everything in everything in life is luck. Huh? Everything in life is luck. From the man himself. I'm like, okay. Everything is luck? Everything? What if, like, how about everybody loves you? Is that luck? You always win. Is that luck? You're a good builder. Nobody can build like you. Is that luck? I don't know. Just like, I don't know where this is coming from, but whatever. By this time, I already acclimated to the feeling that I might read a statement that contradicts something that I read earlier. I got comfortable with that. At first, I was like shocking, but after this, I'm like, nah, I know what to expect. You know the funny thing? I don't get along with rich people. I get along with the middle class and the poor people better than I get along with the rich people. Yeah, it sounds good. It sounds good. Yeah, I know. For whoever this statement was made, it sounds good for them. And I guess it's made for, let me guess, middle class and the poor people. That's this statement was made for them to like him more because he is more liked by them, and that's his statement. But yeah, okay. Here is my claim here. I get along with I don't get along with rich people. Okay, so that means that you don't spend that much time with rich people. I get along with middle class and the poor people. Okay, the question is, how much time does he spend with middle class and the poor people? Like really, just like going out for a beer for like something like, hey, just getting along. Like, how would you know that? But I'm still searching for something good. Let me try again. I describe Jeb I describe Jeb Bush as low energy individual, and unfortunately for him, that stuck because he said it and it stuck. And it's true. He's a low energy person, especially if you repeat it. That doesn't make him a bad person. He's just low energy. Like, low energy is not bad. It's like, well, it's basically you're calling the man useless and to some degree also incompetent, but he's not a bad person. Well, if you have low energy, of course you're not a bad person, because a bad person usually has negative agency. He has negative intention. He has energy behind, and that's what makes it a bad person. Like, this person is bad, but that means they have energy. A person with low energy, but like it doesn't matter. Good person, bad person cannot be, because they don't have energy for it. Private jets cost a lot of money. Oh. And if you want more power, you should buy like a golf course. I will add this to that. I win at golf. I am a club championship many times at different clubs. I win at golf. Man, did you say it twice? I can sink the 3-footer on the 18th hole when others can't. Yes. I like that he gives himself a lot of compliments. This part is great. But this is also, I will tell you in general, when you give yourself too many compliments, especially if they're kind of like, oftentimes they're going to be divorced from reality, well, that breeds delusion. And I'm saying in general, but the fact that he says, I win at golf, I'm a club championship many times at different clubs, I win at golf. Man, like, we got it from the first time, but he is repeating that just to, I guess he needs to remember it. Oh, but I'm still searching for that one, which is going to be good. I'm searching for that. Well, you cannot select that one. Select. In the end, you're measured not by how much you undertake, but by what you finally accomplish. Yes, I agree. Sound advice. I want to give it a fair chance. Like, I don't get many, but yeah, what really matters is what you accomplish. Nobody will really judge you by how hard you tried. People don't care about that. People care about what did you do. And oftentimes it's what did you do for me lately. So yeah, I agree. I think he's right. But I'm looking for one that it's fun. At the Super Bowl, when Beyonce was thrusting her hips forward in a very suggestive manner, if someone else had done that, it would have been a national scandal. I thought it was ridiculous. Yeah, okay. Oh, I'm finishing the page, not good. A certificate of live birth is not the same thing by any stretch of imagination as a birth certificate. A certificate of live birth is not the same thing by any stretch of imagination as a birth certificate. A live birth. A certificate of live birth. All right. To be honest, I'm puzzled because I don't know the difference between a live birth and a birth, like a certificate of live birth and a birth certificate, but I'm missing something. I went to the Wharton School of Finance, the toughest place to get into. I was a great student. Okay. The statement at the end makes it enough that I will wrap up in here. I think that it was, to be honest, it was a roller coaster ride, man. The man definitely talks in ways that generates an alternative reality. That's what I believe, to be honest. Because he is talking so strongly, so definitively about his situation and why he's a winner and this and that I would say no wonder that the situation is how it is, and basically he runs things the way he runs things. I'm not going to make a claim about that, but it's matching. And I see like he has more than 5 pages here, but reading all of this, the only thing that I can say is it makes sense.